Leo, be honest with me. When was the last time you actually practiced speaking English? Not listening, not reading, actually opened your mouth and spoke.
Okay, that is an uncomfortable question. Maybe 4 days ago?
4 days. And before that?
Probably a week.
So you practiced speaking English twice in 2 weeks.
When you say it like that, it sounds really bad.
It's not bad. It's normal. It's what almost every English learner does. And it's exactly why so many people study for years and still don't feel fluent. Today, we are fixing that. Welcome back to Speak with Hailey, where we have real conversations that help you speak better English. I'm Hailey, and joining me today is Leo. Leo, welcome back.
Thank you for having me and for calling me out immediately.
That's what I'm here for. Today's episode is fluent English speaking with only 10 minutes a day, and how to actually build the self-discipline to do it. 5 completely new techniques, plus a real talk about habits. Before we dive in, please subscribe and share this episode with one person learning English. It helps so much. All right, let's go.
I really need the self-discipline part, honestly.
Most people do, and we're going to get there. First, let me tell you something that might change how you think about fluency. Fluency is not about how much English you know. It is about how quickly your brain can access what it knows. You probably know the word apologize, right?
Yes, of course.
But in a fast, real conversation, does it come out quickly? Or do you search for it?
Honestly, I sometimes just say sorry because it comes faster.
Exactly. That is not a vocabulary problem. You know apologize. The problem is access speed. Fluency is training your brain to reach words and sentences fast, automatically, without pausing to think. And the only way to train that speed is to speak, regularly, even for short periods.
So 10 minutes a day is enough to build that?
10 focused minutes every single day will do more for your fluency than 2 hours on the weekend. Your brain builds fluency through repetition over time. Like the gym, going every day for 20 minutes is better than going once a week for 2 hours. Consistency over intensity. Write that down. Tip 01. The sentence swap. Think of something you say every day in your own language. A sentence you use all the time. Maybe something you think when you wake up, something you say when you're stressed, something you tell yourself every morning. And you translate that one sentence into English. Then you say it out loud 10 times.
Just one sentence, 10 times?
Just one sentence, 10 times. Here is why this works so well. You are not learning a random sentence from a textbook. You are taking language that already lives in your brain and building an English version of it. Your brain already has the meaning attached. You are just adding a new path to it.
So the meaning is already there, I'm just creating the English route.
Perfectly said. For example, maybe every morning you think in your language, I am so tired, I don't want to get up. Find that in English. I am exhausted, I do not want to get out of bed. Say it 10 times. Tomorrow morning, when you actually feel that way, the English sentence will be right there waiting for you. One new sentence every day for a month. That is 30 sentences completely personal to your real life.
This feels very different from studying a vocabulary list.
Completely different. A vocabulary list gives you words. This gives you ready language. Sentences that are loaded and waiting before you even need them. Tip 02. The reaction game. This one targets something almost nobody practices, but everybody struggles with: responding fast. In real conversation, someone says something unexpected, and you have maybe 2 seconds to respond before it gets awkward.
Oh, I know this. Someone asks me something in English and I just freeze.
The freeze. Yes. It happens because most learners practice planned English. They prepare scripts. But real conversation is unplanned. So, the game. You give yourself a random prompt, one word or one simple topic, and you have to start speaking within 2 seconds. You don't think. You open your mouth and go.
Can we try right now?
Let's do it. Ready? Your word is rain.
Rain. Okay. I actually love rain. I know most people find it depressing, but for me, it means staying home with a hot drink and doing nothing. And I think that's basically perfect.
See? That was great. And you started within 2 seconds. That is the whole skill. Just go. Your brain will find the words once your mouth starts moving. It almost never works the other way around. Spend 2 minutes on this every day. 5 prompts, 30 seconds each. Over time, your response speed will completely transform. Movement first, perfection never. Tip 03. Rephrase it. This one builds something essential for real fluency: flexibility. A fluent speaker can say the same thing 5 different ways. A learner often only knows one way, and if that one way doesn't come quickly, they get stuck. This tip fixes that. You take one simple sentence and say the same idea as many different ways as you can.
Can I try? I was very tired yesterday. I had no energy yesterday. I could barely keep my eyes open. Yesterday completely wore me out. I was running on empty.
4 versions. Now, if you're in a conversation and one phrase doesn't come fast enough, you have 3 others ready. You never get stuck. Rephrasing also forces you to use vocabulary you know passively, words you've heard and understood, but never actually used yourself. This is how you move words from passive to active. Pick one sentence from something you heard or read that day. Rephrase it as many ways as you can. Tip 04. The opinion sprint. This one pushes you into territory most learners avoid. Giving opinions clearly and confidently in English. Learners stick to safe, simple sentences and never practice the language of opinions. Then, in a real conversation, when someone says, "What do you think?" they panic.
That is so accurate. Why does that happen?
Because opinions are personal. If you say a fact wrong, it's just a language mistake. But if you express an opinion and you stumble, it feels more embarrassing somehow. So the opinion sprint. Pick any topic and speak your honest opinion for 60 seconds. No stopping, no going back, no editing yourself.
I think it completely depends on what stage of life you're in. When I was younger, I wanted the big city, the energy, the options, always something happening. But now I think more about quiet, about space, about knowing your neighbors. A big city gives you opportunity, but it also takes something from you: time, money, peace. A small town gives you back that peace, but you might feel like the world is moving without you. So I think the honest answer is, it changes. What you need at 20 is not what you need at 40.
Leo, that was genuinely impressive. You used contrast, personal experience, and reached a real conclusion. That is exactly what confident English speaking sounds like. Tip 05. The invisible listener. My favorite. You choose a real person in your life, a friend, a coworker, a family member, and you speak to them in English, out loud, as if they are sitting right in front of you. But they are not there. You are completely alone.
So you're having a one-sided conversation with someone who isn't there.
Yes, And here is why this is so much more powerful than just talking to yourself randomly. When you have a specific person in mind, your brain activates real social language. You think about how they would react. You adjust your tone. You use the kinds of sentences you would actually say to that person. The fear response is lower because they're not actually there, but the language response is higher because your brain has a real person to aim at.
It's like a simulation of a real conversation.
Exactly. Tell your best friend about your week. Explain something to your boss. Catch up with a relative you haven't seen in a while. Real actors don't wait until opening night to speak their lines for the first time. You shouldn't either. This is rehearsal.
This is actually kind of brilliant.
I use it all the time. Even now, I'll think through a difficult conversation I need to have, out loud, to no one, just to feel prepared and natural before the real thing. Motivation is not the answer. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes. Some days you wake up excited to practice. Other days you wake up and the last thing you want to do is anything productive. If you only practice when you feel motivated, you will practice maybe 3 times a week on a good week. That is not enough.
So, what replaces motivation?
Systems. A system works whether you feel like it or not. Here is the 3-part system I recommend. 0-1. Anchor it to something you already do every single day. 0-2. Start tiny, just 3 minutes the first week, then build up. 0-3. Never miss twice. Miss once? Fine. Back the next day, no excuses. Track your practice every day. Get a simple calendar and mark each day you do it. After 5 days in a row, you have a streak. And once you have a streak, you really don't want to break it. The streak becomes its own motivation. You don't have to rely on how you feel that morning.
I've heard this called "don't break the chain."
Exactly that. And the never miss twice rule is forgiving. It works with real life. Miss once? Fine, life happens. But the very next day you are back. No waiting until Monday. No fresh start next week. The very next day.
Never miss twice. That is a rule I can actually follow.
After 2 weeks, it starts to feel normal. After a month, it's automatic. After 3 months, your English speaking will genuinely not be the same as it is today. Let's do a recap. 1. The sentence swap. Take a sentence from your real daily life arrow. Build the English version arrow. Say it 10 times. Not from a textbook, from your actual daily life. 2. The reaction game. Random prompt arrow. Start speaking within 2 seconds. Train fast response. Movement first, perfection never. 3. Rephrase it. 1 sentence to say it 5 different ways. Build flexibility so you're never stuck with only one route to a thought. 4. The opinion sprint. Pick a topic, speak your opinion for 60 seconds without stopping. Build the language of confident, natural opinions. 5. The invisible listener. Choose a real person, speak to them out loud as if they're there. Activates real social language and simulates true conversation. Small actions, every day, consistently. You do not need a classroom. You do not need a partner. You do not need to wait for the right moment. Your kitchen, your commute, your mirror, that is your classroom. Your voice is your most important tool. Start using it today.
That's actually really powerful when you say it like that. Even 1 sentence is a beginning.
Because it's true. The learners who become fluent are not always the most talented. They are the most consistent. They practice even when they are tired. They practice even when they are busy. They practice even when nobody is watching. That is what builds real fluency. Not talent, not luck. Just 10 minutes every day, without excuses.
I actually feel ready to start today. Like today, not tomorrow.
Then start today. Right now, after you finish this episode, try 30 seconds of the reaction game. Just one prompt. Say one sentence out loud. That is day 1. And I promise you, if you show up tomorrow and do it again, and the day after that, and the day after that, 3 months from now, you will not recognize your own English. You will wonder why you ever waited.
That is such a good way to put it. Why did I ever wait?
That is the question. And the answer is, it doesn't matter anymore. You are starting now, and that is what counts. Today's challenge. After this episode ends, pick one prompt from the list below and speak for 30 seconds. Out loud, alone. No preparation. That is your day 1. Try one of these. Something I did this morning. A place I want to visit. What I think about Mondays. All right, everyone, that is everything for today's episode of Speak with Hailey. Leo, thank you so much for being here and for being so honest at the start. You were a very good sport.
I came here and got called out in the first 30 seconds. But honestly, it was exactly what I needed to hear.
That is what this channel is for. Real conversations, real challenges, real growth. If today's episode helped you, please give it a like. It really does make a difference, and it helps more English learners find this channel. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe right now so you never miss a new episode.
And share this with one person. Just one friend, one classmate, one family member who is learning English. One share can completely change someone's journey.
Beautifully said. And leave us a comment below. I want to know which of the 5 tips you are trying first. Or tell us, what is your biggest challenge with speaking English right now?
We genuinely love hearing from you.
We really do. This channel exists because of you.
Keep going, everyone. You are closer than you think.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.